As I said earlier, Fu, his first 2 frames of the season, made 2 centuries in that China Championship qualifier. And was very relieved, of course, to win the first frame here on the black.
Yeah, Marco has the first chance then. Well played. Well, he's just clipped the blue on the way through, but he's lost the white slightly. Could still play the green to the middle. Well, we nearly saw the replay. Yeah, as I mentioned, like, OG Way would be a good partner for Marco, in as much that, you know, if he can pinch a couple of frames in matches, we know that Marco is going to be the stronger player. But, you know, it's all up to all down to the other partner, really. But nothing's guaranteed in this format. When you look at the strength of Wales, who we've mentioned, Mark Williams and Ryan Day. Oof. I mean, you know, China on the other side against Republic of Ireland, China A, that is, Ding Junhui, Liang Wenbo. The Scottish team's pretty strong as well, but they got beat earlier today. So I say you never know. It's a nice format, it's another different tournament, and it's a nice change. But it's still very competitive. I think the season as well, as we go through, David, it's well balanced, isn't it, with various things. You know, we've got tournaments like Riga, the best of 7s until you get the semis and that, and then we've got the longer tournaments, the ones written in stone, you know, the UK and the Worlds, and of course the Masters. So I think it's a good mix now.
Yes, and vastly increased volume of tournaments compared to a few years ago, and indeed prize money. Talk about Ken Doherty not aging. Marco Fu, 20 years a pro. But he's certainly looked after himself, hasn't he? He's 39 now. Never been a hellraiser, Marco. And never likely to be one. Just a really nice guy and a fantastic player. We saw him last season win that Scottish Open. Played superbly.
Well, if he has been, it's been behind closed doors. No, he's a gentleman of the game. Great competitor.
Of course, this doubles frame, it's not, as you've seen, alternate shots, it's alternate turns. In pool, they play the Scotch doubles, but it'd be very bitty, that would. They did actually try it a few years ago in the World Cup, and it just didn't really work.
Yeah, I was just going to say that. It did. It didn't work, did it? It was a bit bitty. This is the right format.
It's 4-0 China. Liang Wenbo's beaten Ken Doherty. So one more frame to come. As I say, it could be important for Ireland if they could win that. On the count back in the group, it could make a difference. But obviously China have made a great start.
They certainly have. One of the favourites, of course, this week. Now, Marco's just left this a little bit short of pace. He might have to clip off another red here for the black. Well, not clipped off one, he clipped off several. And he's brought 2 out as well.
Yeah, it's looking good. This is the tactic, isn't it? Get Fu in, and then he stays in and makes a big break. That was the idea. It's working so far in this frame. 2 Germans just having to watch on for now, hoping to get back to the table.
And that's the thing, isn't it? You've got to play to your strengths. You know, you play to your strengths as an individual player, but play to team strengths in this format. That's what it's all about.
That's why I'm looking forward to seeing the England team, because Judd Trump, we know, goes for a lot and gets a lot. Barry Hawkins may be a little bit more cautious. Everyone is really compared to Judd. Of course, they're going to play doubles frame later against Switzerland, so it'll be interesting to see what the tactics are there.
33.
Don't think there's any more loose reds after this one, so Marco needs to leave himself a good angle on the black here. Don't think he can get low on the black, he might have to leave it high, then come off the top cushion.
49.
There is a red to the left middle, let's just check that one. So you could hold for the black here and play that one. Well, he's got the perfect angle to go into them. This could be a key shot. Not bad. He went a little bit gentler than I anticipated, but he's on one to the right corner here. He's got the angle to come down for the black.
57.
Well, Marco Fu is 7th on the all-time list of century break makers with 454 to his name, so he really is one of the very best in the business, and he's proving it again here. Just needs another red after the black. That should be 2-1 to Hong Kong. And although, you know, there are 4 players there, it's all been about one man really, Marco Fu. This is what Hong Kong were hoping he would do, step in and make a frame-winning break.
Yeah, and again, as we keep going about that, it's like the fact that the stronger player in some teams, it's going to be about all what they do, really. You know, they're going to have to win a high percentage of their frames and then rely on their partners to pinch 1 or 2, if they can. Lovely cannon there. It's going to be 2-1 now to Hong Kong.
Yes, I think that applies as well to Australia. You, of course, have Neil Robertson and also Kurt Dunham. Kurt's on the tour, second-year professional, but Robertson, former world champion and all the rest. He knows he's got to step up for Australia. Marco Fu's done that here with a very classy break.
Well, we've had a couple of centuries today already. Could this be the third?
To 9. Five.
Well, what a great break it's been. And this blue for the century. Yes, excellent stuff from Marco Fu. Scrambled that opening frame on the black, but this has been the complete opposite. One visit was all he needed.
103.
Misses the green. It doesn't matter though. 103 from Marco Fu. And Hong Kong are back in front. And we didn't really see the Germans in that frame at all. Marco Fu, when he got the chance, took it out really well. And 2-1 it is to Hong Kong. We've got 2 more singles frames to come. And as you can see, Oh Chi Wei and Simon Lichtenberg are staying where they are. They're going to play the next frame. Hong Kong leading Germany then here in Wuxi by 2 frames to 1.